Hey everyone, I think I'm up and going. I don't know for sure. So I'll just wait and see. I don't know if I should take my glasses off, Ron. I look a mess. A little under the weather. It's not the flu or not COVID or anything, just a little tummy bug. Feeling a little bit better, hopefully, by tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I've got 6:10. So I'm going to go ahead and start. My name is Peggy Nichols. I've been Scentsy be 11 years in April. And I was asked to talk about wax samples, but we all know there's more to Scentsy than wax. So in my 15 minutes, I will try and get other products in here if I can. And the reason why I want to do other products is because in our workstation we have the ability to see, because corporate keeps tallies of what we sell basically, and they basically put it into a system. And at sorry, my brain is not working. At reunion, we we could go up and ask them for X, and it would show what we were strong in and what we were weaker in with products, and to try to help us focus on that area. So anyway, I got that and kind of saw that, oh, I need to work better in this area. So that means I need to get more out into people's hands in this area. So that's why I want to do more than wax, because Scentsy is more than wax. Okay, I'm going to be looking at my notes and hopefully get off of here at what, 6:25. All right, let's go. Again, my name is Peggy Nichols, superstar consultant, in 11 years just about. I work full time. I have since I joined, and I had teenagers when I joined and was still able to do fairly well. So anyway, here we go. Wax samples and more. My takeaway for wax samples, or any sample, is do what you can do. Do what you can afford. Don't see what somebody else is doing that maybe has been in the business for 15 years and I'm going to take these off because it's glaring at me. That's been in this for 15 years, and so they have this elaborate sometimes way of handing out samples, or they may make a lot more with this stuff. The point of doing samples is to give a little and to get back business. So keep it simple, do what you can do. Wax samples come in all shapes and sizes. You can do samples with the felt. You can make your own felt. You don't have to buy it from the store. Okay, that's one of the things. The other thing I started using was this crinkle cutter, and I have a little cutting board, and I just cut samples. You've got to know your people. My people like to have a little bit more of a sample to know that they're going to like the product, or the smell. The other thing you can make samples with are the silicone molds. I have several of these. Sometimes I do these, sometimes I don't. It really depends on how much time I have and what else is going on. So there's those molds. And then the other simple way is when you get the warmer of the month or scent of the month, or you're at the beginning of a new season, you can grab the stickers on some of the newer fragrances coming out, slap those on something, make something. Slap those on something, put your card with it, and, tell them this is what I have for a sample right now, and be done with it. So those are the things that you can do with samples. The one thing, if you're going to hand out samples, you want to make sure you tag everything. Everything needs to have your sticker, your contact information. And I just print a bunch of these out. These have my name. Do it right. These have my name, my phone number, my website, and my email. There's several different ways to contact me. Three different ways on this page right here that I print out. Then when you hand them out, so say there's so many different ways to hand them out, and I'm going to go down through them and show you kind of what I do. So the first way is going out with any orders that I have going out. I don't have any going out right now, but I do have the Bring Back My Bar. So one of these samples will go in with the Bring Back My Bar, stating that this is the scent of the month. Make sure you do that so they don't get that confused with one of the bars that has come back. The other way I do it is by sending them out in the mail, dropping them off at a house if they're local. I'm always out running around doing something, so if they're local, I will do that for them. I have drop off, and that could be maybe, I don't know why I wrote that down, but maybe it could be at the dentist office, the post office, dropping it off that way. Giving out to people wherever you are, Walmart, Target, grocery store, kids events, anything like that. Make sure you take it with you. Make sure you have your box or your little whatever bag in your car, so you can have bulbs in there or extra scent in there or whatever. Have those in there. Have those in your purse. And then giving stuff out at shows. Giving samples out at the shows that you do, just randomly to people that walk by that might be interested. The one thing that you need to remember, if you're giving out samples, great. That's 100% what you need to do to get something back. But if you don't take their information, it's pointless. Right? So I have a sheet that I write on, and it basically says sample requests. And it lists the name, what sample I gave them, the date that I gave it to them or I sent it, follow up. So between 1 to 3 days after I give it to them, or maybe 3 to 4 after I send it, I will follow up. And you want to write the date down that you followed up in case you didn't get a hold of them, because you want to make as good notes as possible. And then any notes that maybe they didn't like that scent, and you can say, is there a specific scent that you like, so that I can keep my eye out for that fragrance. But this is just something you can print out on Word. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. I can see my computer, but I can't see things. Good thing I have an eye doctor appointment on Tuesday. Okay, so one of the things is, the way to get samples or do samples is warmer of the month or scent of the month. Warmer of the month, I don't do it all the time. Scent of the month, I do it all the time. I want to get that scent in my customers' hands. So you get all these brochures, you get your bars, okay, and then you get the stickers. So two things with these. When I get these, the first thing I do is I tag it with my information. I don't know, you guys can see that. I tag it with my information. That way these are ready to go. If I pull it out, put it in a bag and go. So these are the scents that these are what I cut out here. Okay, so 2 ways. If you're going to mail these, slap on a sticker on the inside somewhere. I thought I did it on this one, maybe not. I think I have it on another one. Slap on a sticker. I think it's right here. Slap on a sticker. Make sure that if you're mailing it, you mail it with your card or information or something like that. So I just put my card in there. Slap the sticker on. I think it's right here. I put it right here. Okay. Put that in the mail. Good to go. One stamp. But make sure you write it down, who you sent it to and when you sent it. Okay. So that's the mailing piece of it. If you don't do stickers, you can always make up your own stickers. You can do it on the computer. You can handwrite them. I've done both. Just depends on how in a hurry I am. So I'm getting close to time. But you can write down anything. Okay, so that's mailing. Handing out, you can just attach a sample like this in a bag. I still have my name on the back of it. And you can attach it to the front of this, put it in a bag, give it to people, whatever. Okay, so those two are done, mail. The other thing I like to put in the mail with that is one of these, what are they called? The product sheet. Throw that in there for the current product. If there's anything else you want to throw in there, just don't make it too heavy. Dropping stuff off. When I drop it off at a house, I will either put it in a bag like this with some more information, or I'll stick it in one of these little shiny bags and it has my card in it. Make sure that you put your name on everything. Don't give a sample without your name or getting their name. And use whatever you've got. I always keep pen and paper in my car, but they also have these drawing slips that I have them write down their information. Okay? Simple, easy. Giving things out at shows. Again, we go back to the product sheets. I make this little, there's been several people who have done little videos on these, but I make a little packet. I put different things in there about me, about the different stuff we have. You can slide the sample right in here, like that. And it doesn't have to be a wax sample. I have several samples that I get from our store. You can stick those in there. Then I have these little, they're called dish towel. They're very small, compact. I have these Mylar packs and the disc. On these, anything that is not in a Scentsy packet, you want to make sure that you are labeling everything that it is, because you don't want to get this in the wrong hands. You don't want a kid to get this and put it in his mouth. So make sure you put do not eat. Then you can just, basically this is the dish soap. I just put it right in here, seal it up, hand it out, mail it out, whatever you need to do. There are also these little sponge things. They're called actually face sponges. Like right there, upside down. There you go. You can do that too. Just pour it in there because it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. Quickly. Here we go. You can do samples in Counter Clean, in, what's that here? Scentsy Fresh, bath stuff. You can, again, just depending on what you have, you can get all this stuff through Amazon. I have these little spray bottles here, just real little ones. And if you're using something where you can't really pour it, I have these little sucker things here, you know. Getting close to time. These little sucker things here. If you want to do samples of oils, you can get these little oil tester kit thing. So you've got the, oops, there it goes. You got the little bottle to put it in. I don't know if you can see that. Then you've got another little piece that goes in. It's a little plastic piece that goes in there on the top. Put your oil in there first, and you can use those little sucker things to do that. And then put the cap on it. Label it. Make sure you're labeling everything what it is, and give those out as samples. Samples. Oh my gosh, so many things that we have. We can do samples. Washer whiffs. Again, these Mylar things. These Mylar bags come from Amazon. Get a bunch of them. Send them out. Our laundry soap. You could do that too. But remember, if you want to keep it simple, it's going to cost you a little bit more, but our store has all these samples. Let's see. Washer whiff samples, hand and body samples, laundry liquid, dish soap. They have pet samples. Get things out the door. If you want to give them a little bit more, like the laundry soap, you can buy these bigger bottles as well. Just remember, you give it out, you get the information. You write down the information. If you don't do warmer of the month, you have got to at least do scent of the month. It also gives you PRV. It helps your business. But when you do it, you've got to do it. You can't do it and then not do it. Do it, then not do it. I always ask if anybody's interested in samples. I'm going to be getting ready tomorrow doing the Bring Back My Bar samples. So, yeah, any questions, just let me know. I don't have all the links, but you go into Amazon and they have everything for shipping stuff. So my takeaways, my keys to a successful sample giving is giving samples out. Make sure everything is tagged and what it is. I'm over, sorry. Follow up, you need to do that within 1 to 4 days at least. And then keep it simple. You don't have to do all this, but do what you can do. It's been great talking with you guys. Go Chiefs, and we'll see you later.